issues. Just falling. What's up, Docs Daily? It is Saturday. It's me, Detroit Lenny, here, and I'm joined by Griffin Murphy. We are here January 3rd. First show of the year. First Saturday show of the year. How about that?
How about that?
Boys are back. 2026. Let's roll.
Yeah, boy. I'll tell you what. Went out with a bang for 2025. Let me tell you. Had some good days going out. Had a good day coming in. Yesterday was okay. Whatever. I mean, it wasn't great. Wasn't bad. You know, it was one of those days where I paid some juice on some stuff, and I'm okay with that. I walked out alive. I can fight another day. You know,
that's the goal.
Yeah, right. Live to die, live to fight another day. We are here Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern. Docs Daily is what you're watching. DocSports.com is the website. This is the YouTube channel. Figure that out. It's 2025. I shouldn't have to explain that to you. Docs Daily, Monday through Friday, though. We're here Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern. Saturday, we do this live show at 11 o'clock. And it's Griffin and I, and we just roll through whatever you got. It's very chat driven, so comment driven. So if you have a question about a specific game, we have 2 NFL games on, whole slate of college basketball, pretty decent slate of hockey, and pretty sure the NBA plays today as well. So
we got NBA tonight.
Yeah, there's that too. There's basically everything except for college football anymore. We just have 3 more games left. We have the 2 playoff games and then this championship game. So RIP. We'll say a little shout out to the college football bettors. We're done. We're done.
It sucks. I can't believe it.
I know. I don't know what we're going to do with Saturdays now. I don't know. But I mean, I do know we're going to degenerate on something else. But it's like, you know,
we'll find
college football, you talk about college football so much. And we'll get to your comments and everything in the chat about the 5-7 minute mark. I like to let everybody kind of file in a little bit. So appreciate you guys in the chat, though. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. If you don't do that, you can't win any of your bets. That's a YouTube rule. That's not our rule. So we know how that works. So, like, you know, college football, it's all such a buildup. We're like, you know, football's around the corner, guys. Yeah. And I think we're just all tired of baseball. But at that point in our lives, so we're all like, you know, college football's around the corner. Get ready, yada 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 yada. Yep. And then it goes, and then it just takes you like a tornado, and then it just stops.
Dude, I feel like you're like, it's 4-4. Teams are 4-4, and you're like, oh my God, the season's already almost over. Dude, college football flies so fast, and that's my favorite sport. Saturdays are for the boys. Saturday college game day, bro, it gets crazy, and I'm looking at this shit. We're in the Final Four, and this is what we're here for. This is what we're watching for, and it's like bittersweet. I'm excited to watch these games, but we're almost done. With that, like, oh.
Yeah. Like, I'm almost.
It was a hell of a season. I had 60% this year across college and NFL combined. Yeah, for $5,500 in profit.
Hey, how about we don't do this enough? We don't do this enough on this channel, and that's one of my work. I don't make no personal resolutions because I plan on being the same jackass I was in 2025. Hey,
yeah,
my wife knows it. That's why she married me. We've been married almost 10 years.
God bless her.
Yeah, God bless. She's a saint. I'm just saying. But my work resolution is to build everybody up on all these shows more. And we talk about us all the time because we're narcissistic handicappers. That's what we do. Okay. But we ain't talk about our boy Vernon Croy.
Yeah.
Okay. Our boy Vernon Croy is sitting, I believe, in 4th spot in the Circa Millions contest. And if you don't know what that is, let me explain that real quick. It's the Circa Casino and Hotel. It's here in Las Vegas. Okay, they put on a contest every year. It is $1,000 to enter. Anybody is more than welcome to enter. You can have up to 10 entries, each at $1,000. And you pick 5 games every week against the spread. They set the spread on Wednesday, and you can play whatever games you want throughout the week. And you pick your 5. And I think the top 50 pay out, to be honest with you. There's thousands of entries into this contest. I personally entered the Survivor contest because I'm a dumbass, and I just want one pick. And I just want to go from outer, and, you know, I have no patience. So I love the Survivor, though, for the it gives me anxiety. I really feel like it gives me so much anxiety, the Survivor contest, but I love it. I mean,
I always play Survivor too.
dude, Mandy hates it. My wife hates it because what it does, like it just it drives me nuts. It's probably medically not good for me to do it. I mean,
you take the Bengals minus 13.5 and they lose outright. That'll get you. That'll grind your gears.
I lost on I'll tell you right now when I lost like week 4 or 5.
I didn't play this year. Last year I made it like 8 weeks, but I had 2 entries and I lost with the Bengals minus 13.5. Pricks.
No, I lost on a Thursday night. Oh, I know. Week 5, 49ers Rams. Had the Rams. 49ers won in overtime 26-23.
Ugh.
That's where I lost. That's when football died for me.
Vernon. Let's get back on Vernon here.
Oh, yes. Back on Vernon. Vernon Croy's in town. He's in like a bajillion people there in this contest, and he's sitting number 4. And I'll be honest with you, that's a feat by itself, is to place top 50. And to be sitting top 5 with a shot at number 1. It's $1 million contest. Okay. I forget what the take home is, but it's multi-million. Look, he's in it to win it, and he has a shot at number 1. I mean, he's got to go
5-0.
He's going to need to go 5-0 and do his part, but he's going to probably need some help along the way, and that's okay. So shout out to our guy, Vernon Croy. If you see him, he posted a short, I think today or yesterday or last night. If you see him in or around the Las Vegas area, stop him, say hi. He will buy you a beer. That's what he said on his video. So if you don't think Detroit Lenny's going to stop and say hi to him about 15,000 times this weekend, you're wrong. My whole plans have changed, and now where I'm going to watch my Lions game. I hate to say that, but I might have to watch it with my boy Vernon Croy.
Have to, bro. Vern's the man, and he's having an epic season. I believe this guy's like, what's up? He's going like 60-25 this year in football, NFL alone. Like, something absolutely sensational, like 65%. And I actually was texting him the other night. I love his plays. He's ready to go again this weekend.
He
5-0. He wins it. He brings home the million. So, God damn, man. God bless.
All right. Like,
what do you say? What do you say? Just ridiculous.
Like, it's like, hey, like good luck. I don't even care if you're against me at this point. Good luck.
Yeah, I want you to win.
I'm with you. I won't bet what he has. I won't do that. I won't tail. I haven't all year. Don't change nothing. He's like, I'm like, I wouldn't change shit. I go, Vernon Croy, I'd be wearing the same underwear. I'd be sitting in the same spot, watching the same TV, the same thing, and nobody talked to me. I'd be a nervous wreck.
Terrible. Terrible.
Check out Vernon Croy in or around the Las Vegas area, probably.
He's around.
Get at him. He'll buy you a beer for sure. Don't forget about our free $60 account. Links in the description of the video, docsports.com/free60. If you're brand new to Docs, you can use that $60 account on anybody's handicapping picks you want at the website. Griffin Murphy has a buffet available today of different options. You got a buffet, or does a buffet?
No, dude. I'm gonna be honest here. I have had probably my worst week with Docs in probably
bad week.
The entire year. The entire year, I would say. I've had my worst year. We're 3 days into the year.
We'll go
back to 2025. We'll go back to 2025. I've had my worst week, I would say, with Docs in about a year. I will say, though, I have not lost a football play. I am winning every single football game I give out, other than college basketball has really kind of shifted down this week. NBA's been up and down, peaks and valleys. NHL hasn't been going my way, and props hasn't been going my way. I have had a bad week. I'll just come up and say it frankly. So today, we have closed down the buffet. We have very limited plays. We've got 2 units across.
We're going to refill the menu.
Exactly. I'm redoing the menu. I'm in the kitchen after this. We're going to go fix it back up. But today, very low volume, no big plays, including football. I'm off. We can talk about both of the football games Tomorrow, though, I have 3 NFL selections, including my NFL play of the week. That goes off at 4:25 p.m. No buffet today. We'll get in the kitchen.
Okay.
We'll do our
hey, but that's
whatever. We're gonna chop.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, we're gonna mix it all up. Yeah,
Mr.
let's
Miyagi style, baby.
Woosah.
That's right.
You know, we gotta we say, I know everybody says this, I know this, but we really do boast about this, and we really do. I feel like live up to this, where we're 100% transparent on this channel. Good days, bad days, and indifferent. You know what I mean? And not just on the channel, on the website as well, I should say. This company in general, you can't find anybody else been in this business over 50 years. I mean, we've been doing this since they let us do it on YouTube. You know, since YouTube let us do it on YouTube, we've been doing it. For real. I mean, I don't care where you are or where you're betting at. If you don't know who Doc Sports is, you better ask somebody.
I mean, okay, that's factual. Before I even got on Docs, I had this epic firm, and I'm on it now, and I see it. I get it. The transparency, the handicappers.
This is
look at, for example, Vernon Croy. This guy is a prime example of what makes Docs elite. This guy joined the Circa Millions. There's 6,000 entries. He's top 4 right now, chance to win multi-millions of dollars. That's how legit this firm is, and that's just the reality of it. And sometimes we suck. We have bad weeks.
Sometimes you have bad weeks. I was just going to say, and you know what? That free 60, you can use that on Griffin getting right this week. You can use him on him getting right this week.
NFL tomorrow.
And we preach transparency. We also preach, just being, at 60, you can use on anybody. It's $30 for somebody's package for the day, okay, or $25 prop card. That means you could split that 60 up on our boy Vernon Croy, or you could do right here, Griffin Murphy. You could split that between anybody's handicapping picks you want to, and it's all about money management too. Like, of course, if you're not running good, which you just said you're having a bad couple days, then you have to be smart about it, manage your money properly, lower it.
Exactly.
Lower everything down, lower the amount of plays, lower the units down until you see the board right.
Yep.
And then once you start seeing the board right, then we start to clip and we
up the ante, baby.
Yep. Like I'll be honest, this week has been for me. I'm not like I can't feel my stomach anymore. It's like it's in my throat. Monday, I can't. I'm talking about it because it's over. Okay, I'm not going to talk about it because I'm talking about it. I jinxed myself yesterday. And I told Craig Trapp, Raphael, and Robert Ferringo about this after Doc's Daily. I mentioned how hot I was going on the NHL. I went 7-0 in the NHL on Monday. I went 2-1 on Tuesday. I went 8-0 on Wednesday.
I saw that mailer. Okay, yeah.
And then so I went 8-0 on all sports. Okay, I think I gave out college football, 2 college football, but I swept NHL. And I've hit 3 draws this week at both plus 300 or above. I mean,
that's
right.
Insane.
I'm like, me and Mandy, me and wife, we didn't go out this week or this New Year's Eve. We stayed home because I'm like, I'm not going out. I go, because I'm going to gamble. And she's like, well, aren't you on a heater? I go, yeah, that's a problem. I go, because if I start throwing dice, Mandy, and I'm winning, I'm not leaving. Yep. I'm like, I'm not leaving. I'll leave about 10, 15 grand up. That's when I know it's time to go. When
Don't ever pull a man away from the table when he's hot. Don't ever.
Yeah, you gotta go. So, anyways, use that free $60 account. I have been up and down, but then Friday I was like, I won 2 bets. I think I lost. I went like 2 and 3. I think I paid some juice on some stuff because I just had a small draw bet, but. Other than that, I've kind of stayed away from bowl games for me personally.
Me too.
Trying to. We've hit a couple. We've lost a couple. College football games, though, I can't miss. I had Miami. Me too, yep. I told you guys, me outright. Outright. Take it to the window. And Tony George asked me, should you – maybe that's a teaser. I said, no, don't tease it. Money line it.
Blew him out. Back looked like Tom Brady out there.
I'm telling you, I love some games. I love these 2 college football games that are coming up, too. I think these are going to be.
The Miami, Ole Miss, or are we talking bowl games? Miami, Oregon, Indiana?
Yeah, we're talking Oregon, Indiana, Ole Miss, Miami.
Yeah.
Miami's on a high of
Yeah,
highs,
bro.
right? And Old Miss is running on hopes and dreams and some duct tape. I don't know where to go with that one. That Miami Ole Miss. I like Miami there. I'm just gonna roll. I gotta keep rolling Miami. I worry Indiana's in a letdown spot, but Indiana's done nothing but kick ass all year.
Yeah, see, for me, in this one,
underrated. Everybody doubts Indiana all year. All year they've been doubted.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? And I've been one of them to doubt them sometimes, and I feel like I'm doubting them now. But I was really impressed how Oregon just kind of kicked the shit out of Texas Tech. And I get that Texas Tech was in a letdown, the bye week, they played a month, whatever, yada, yada. But they didn't even compete. So I'm worrying how much Oregon kicked the shit out of Texas Tech, or did Texas Tech just not show up? You know what I mean? Where Indiana showed up and they beat the shit out of Alabama. They put them over their knee. They didn't even take
completely.
That was that was no belt needed. I'm not even taking off my belt. They spanked Alabama. So I probably I can't wait to live bet the shit out of these games.
Yeah, these will definitely have live action betting for them. But I will say the one game, Oregon, I believe that they caught too much steam in that game, and it was exactly for all the reasons you said. Texas Tech, they had a month off, which that kills teams. If you guys haven't noticed, every team that had a bye lost other than freaking Indiana. That was the only team to prevail. Oregon, on the other hand, this team might just not be as good as what everybody thinks, and the reason I say that is because I believe Texas Tech was way overrated going into that game. If you look at Texas Tech's schedule this season, yeah, their defense was there, but they played, I'll go down it, Kent State, Oregon State, Utah, which was okay, Houston, okay, Kansas, Arizona State, Oklahoma State, Kansas State, toughest game, BYU, UCF, West Virginia. They didn't play anybody. They played nobody tough all year, and then they come off a month bye and deal with Oregon, who's fresh, ready to go, very well coached, I must add as well. And Oregon was just ready. Their defense stepped up to the plate. Their offense was ready to go, and Texas Tech never got off the bus offensively. So that game, did it shock me? Yes, on the 23-0, but I figured Oregon was going to cover in that game. I liked them in that spot. That's going to be an interesting game with Indiana, but I believe they are the powerhouse in college football right now, and they're just not getting the respect. Signetti, this guy is a winner. He wins games, bro. He's
a walking meme, man. He's a walking meme.
At all time.
I mean, his facial expressions are like they're up there with Ice Cube's resting bitch face. I'm just saying, man, they're up there. Now, keep in mind, Indiana did play Oregon before this year. Earlier this year, I should say. They played, I'm looking it up right now, October 11th in Eugene, Oregon, and they beat them 30-20. Now, I take into consideration that game a lot because Indiana went into Oregon and beat them. Okay, now this is on a neutral territory, so all things should be equal. Well, Oregon has even less of an advantage than now because they're not even at home. In Eugene, that's a tough place to play. Outdoors, I don't know what the weather was like. I'm not looking up the weather on October 11th or anything like that, but they played midday. It was 30-20. So, and looking at Indiana's stats, they didn't look like they were in trouble at any point in that game. So I really think that they're steamrolling right now, and I don't know who can beat them. I don't want to be that guy.
I know.
Indiana's like team of destiny right now. And this kid, Mendoza, he's like, he reminds me of God's quarterback from Florida, Tim Tebow. Tebow.
Yeah.
He reminds me, dude, this kid can't say anything wrong. He's like an after-school special.
Yes.
He's this cookie cutter. Like, I've been saying this forever. I'm waiting for Tim Tebow to get caught in a motel somewhere with some meth and a tranny. He can't be. He can't be this nice he can't be this perfect. Right?
There's this holy, everything is God. And,
he's saving himself for marriage, all this stuff. I mean,
Is he
come
full
on,
of
dude.
shit?
I don't know, but Tim Tebow so far hasn't proved me wrong. He just didn't have enough talent to make it in the NFL. And he did at times. Tim Tebow, ultimate gamer, too, by the way. Ultimate gamer. He's the guy you want on the sideline pumping you up. This is what this Mendoza kid reminds me of, is a Tim Tebow. Now, I think this kid has more of a chance to transition more into the NFL than Tim Tebow did. But I don't know who can beat Mendoza here in Indiana. Miami's defense showed you last week that they're better than Ohio State's defense. So everybody kept telling me Ohio State's defense is an NFL caliber defense. Well, then what the fuck is Miami?
Bain and Maz, whatever it is, on the defensive line. Those were the two toughest. That was in my breakdown. Those were the two toughest defensive linemen that Ohio State has dealt with all year long. And then they get off a month bye, and sure enough, these two guys caused havoc the entire game. They ruined their entire offense. Those two were the deciding factor of that entire game. They never got off the bus offensively because those two were in the backfield the entire first half.
And that'll be the
man.
matchup.
This game, I'll probably be on a total. It's going to be hard to back a side in this one. But if you go back to when these two played each other in Eugene, Oregon was actually laying 7.5 points as a favorite in that game and lost by 10.
Oh, the disrespect of Indiana has been real. Disrespect.
Weird. It's weird.
I mean, Indiana's right now is -4, it looks like. I don't like that 4.
No, 4.5 is the ugliest number to bet on.
At 5 for me in the NFL is just the dead man's game. Total's 47.5. I'll tell you what, I like Indiana. The more I talk about it, it's just me worrying that it's just Indiana, right? Like, when else? They're a basketball school. I'm just saying, Indiana football is not really a powerhouse, right? And that's a learned thing. You know, I mean, that's just how I know it. You know, it is what it is. Miami, I don't want to overlook Ole Miss because that Trinidad kid, that kid is all over the place. Like, he couldn't do anything wrong against Georgia. He won that game for them. I think that.
How about their kicker? Are you kidding me, bro?
Hey, I'm just saying.
Yards.
Yeah, I hope he goes out in the draft this year. I do. I'd love some dumbass team to take him in the first round, like the Raiders. Remember when the Raiders drafted a kicker in the first round?
Yeah, bro.
I think Ole Miss has possibly, played their best football. They can't play any better right now. I don't think I just don't think so. Against Georgia, I think they played their best football. I think Miami and Indiana's, I know it's square as hell, but that's probably your national championship. To be fair, it is being played. The national championship is being played in Miami, Florida. So I know that Indiana fans are definitely traveling this because they don't know how to act. But it is in Miami.
The travel edge is there. Yep.
Yeah, right. All right. Don't forget about the free 60, and then we're going to get to the chat comment now. Don't forget about YouTube Premium. $5, $4.99 a month. You could become a YouTube member. It's just that simple. Okay, $19.99. You can get Indian Cowboy. $49.99. You can get Craig Trap Cowboy and me. But for $5, you get me 6 days a week.
Foot long, baby.
If I'm running heaters, I'm telling you, this week we made money. I mean, we made money, and I knew I was due for that train's going to fall off the track sooner or later. So I laid up yesterday. I laid up a little bit, and it was okay. And I saw it coming. Today, I'm going to smack the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Today, I'm going to smack the shit out of the NHL. I've already notified all teams playing today that they better get some Mac right in them. So I've sent a strongly worded email to all general managers in the NHL. But the link is in the description. It's a members only thing. Get live stuff. There's all kinds of benefits. Read the damn description. That's all I got. Let's get into the chat sections, shall we? Let me put this back up. I can't find the chat. I don't know why my stuff's run so slow. Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning, Victor. Good luck to everyone today. You got to hit the like button. Good morning, fellas. Cash some tickets. Need five good NHL picks. Well, why? I mean, just 5? That's it?
Right. Why don't we just give you the whole board here? Let's go
Let's just
down.
run it all down. I mean, what the fuck are we doing? 5. You need 5, huh? Okay. Yeah, I have 5. I have 5.
We can rock. We can rock.
We'll rock the NHL. Let's go through. Let's get caught up on the comments before I run down. Put them in a round robin, 31 lucky. But whoa. Okay, now. First of all, Griffin Murphy, you ever bet a round robin?
I have not.
Okay.
I have never done a round robin before.
I used to. And they are kind of a sucker bet. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, in theory, you're like, well, if I do a 5-team parlay, I always go 4 and 5.
Sure.
In theory, that sounds like you should always do a 5-team parlay and round robin the 4s. Problem, that's a lot of bets. And that's a lot of money you're putting out to predict that you're going to lose one. And I'd rather just mix that up into a bunch of 2-team parlays.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Less variables, better risk to reward, less variables.
Like,
yep.
Manage your risk, ultimate reward. Lost 4 games last year, already down 1 this year. I am close to hanging it up with. Don't do it. Don't do it, DJ. Chaos. Ain't that the truth? Last 3 days, I need a Wolf of Wall Street. I ain't going to. DJ, were you in here on Thursday? I think Thursday I gave out Tampa Bay on the January 1st. I did Doc's Daily by myself. I told you guys the Toronto Maple Leafs. I took them on the money line and regulation. I told everybody, I go, bet everything you got. This is the game. Oh my,
that's Winnipeg?
Yeah, against Winnipeg. Hold on. They're down 4-0. And they came back and win that game 6-5 in regulation. So we did cash. It was a sweat, but I already gave out the Grandma's Farm of the Year at play on January 1st at like noon was my game of the year in hockey. January 1st, noon. I didn't even wait.
Did you? You had a game of the year?
It was that. Yeah, it was a game.
Well, that was your game of the year.
Well, I gave it out on Doc's Daily. I told everybody, I told them I don't bet 6, 7, 8 unit plays. I'm not like that. Use the free 60 to get higher leveled premium plays at the website. For $5 a month, you get my 2-3 unit plays. That's what I bet. I bet I'm $100 better. So if I'm betting 3 units, that's $300 for me. And you know me, Griffin. You've seen what I bet. I got 10, 15 bets going out. So that shit, I'll have $3,000 in play, but I'll have $3,000 in play across 15 games. You know what I mean? So, when I say bet Grandma's Farm, it's because that's the only bet we're doing today. And we're hard. And we're gonna drive to Winnipeg. I don't know if you can drive there, but I'm gonna drive to Winnipeg and beat the shit out of everybody there if they won that game. I swear to everybody in the city, in the borough, whatever they call it in Canada, in their Providence, I was kicking the shit out of everybody. But the Leafs won, so we didn't have to.
Week, I was on the other side of that one. That was my week. I was up 4-1 in the third period, and I look back at my app. What happened?
What in the hell? Yeah, there was a shamrock shoved up my ass that day. There was a shamrock because I also had the Lightning who were down 2-1 in the first period, and I had the Lightning and the Leafs on a two-team parlay. Pizza money. Jack knows, he's in the chat too. I see you, Jack. Pizza money parlay, 2 teams. Everybody knows the rules. The Lightning and the Leafs were part of that parlay, and man, I sweated 60 minutes.
Those are the best winners. Those are the best winners, baby.
I think I lost like 10 pounds pacing in the garage, man. Just doing laps around one bullshit weight bench that none of my kids use. Let's go to NFL. Let's talk some NFL. We got 2 games on that matter.
I don't have action in either.
The Bucks can get in. Tampa Bay can get in either way if Atlanta wins tomorrow, I think, or something. I don't know, but both games matter. Both teams want to win, right? I think the better game is the later game, the Seahawks and Niners.
Yeah.
But Baker Mayfield has regressed the last few weeks. Like fallen off a cliff. So we've been boasting Baker Mayfield. I know you and Tony have talked about him.
Yep.
Being a gamer on Gridiron Six Pack and stuff like that. But the Tampa Bay Buccaneers need him. And this is the ultimate time for him to be Baker. Baker doing Baker things.
Yep.
I still don't believe. I can't believe Carolina is as good as 8-8. I don't think they're an 8. I just don't. I don't see it.
No, not at all.
What are your thoughts in this Tampa game here? I don't hate.
Oh man, I wish this was a pick'em game, because if this was a pick'em game, I'm all over Tampa Bay in this situation. And as we've talked about, and we cannot forget, and this is why I have backed Miami, Florida in the college football playoffs on back-to-back games. For this reason being, we obviously come out with our outlooks in the beginning of the season, and we look at who are the best well-coached teams, who are the best offensive teams, defensive teams. And then as the season progresses, obviously we adapt to the scenarios, but at the same time, we have to keep into our hearts what we went into the season believing. And our belief is Baker Mayfield is the guy. He is a gamer, and he is a guy that when it comes to clutch situations, he's going to be the guy to pull it off. He does it in the fourth quarter. I hate that line at -3 because this game has push written all over it. But if I'm betting this game,
most places
it's 3.5,
2.5.
Okay, that changes everything. That's where I'm eating juice, and I'm taking Tampa Bay on the money line to win this game outright. Tampa wins this game, they're in the playoffs. Carolina loses this game, they're out. I believe this is a winner-takes-all type of situation in the NFC South. And who are you backing, Baker Mayfield or Bryce Young? Somebody who's finally starting to strive in the NFL, or somebody who's already proven they're legit and they've regressed, and now they're due for another pickup spot? This is the game where it's going to be done. I like Baker in this spot. And I know that the public is all over Tampa Bay in this game. This is a type of situation, though, where we got 2 games on Saturday. This is the early game. So what does the market do? They let the public win game 1, and then they rinse them game 2. Everybody is on San Francisco in that night game, and I'm on the other side. I love Seattle in the night game, and I believe that is where the public gets rinsed. The public wins game 1 with Tampa. That's where I'm at. That's my theory. You know, I'm psychological with this type of stuff, Lenny, and that's what I see.
You're down the rabbit hole. I see.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna sneeze. I know it. I'm just waiting for it. But you know me, I love my 2-team teasers. 2-team teasers, 6-point teasers. It's -130. Okay, that's roughly. Shop your lines. Tell me how I don't take Tampa or Carolina +9 in a teaser, and San Francisco +8.5 in a teaser.
I can't, because the reality is Tampa Bay is always, if they win games, it's by 1 possession. So Carolina,
both these games are going to be decided by less than a touchdown.
Oh, God. I
just want as many points as possible.
Tonight. I'd probably look at teasing. What's it called? I would tease the Panthers.
Yeah,
tease the Panthers, and I would roll. Yeah, and I would roll that tease into a Sunday play. I would not touch a tease situation with the Niners and Seahawks for the night game, because that could be a full wipeout play. So for me, San Fran at home. Seattle's got to travel. Must-win game for the NFC. Better coach, I would say, is with the 49ers. I think the public's all over the Niners.
The public is all over the Niners, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those games, man. It's tough. It's tough. I tease the Carolina Panthers up to 9, though.
Yeah, I don't hate that part of it. Bucky Irvin, Mike Evans, anytime touchdown, Tampa -2.5. I don't hate the same game parlay. I'm going to stay away from touchdown props. I actually I like some passing props in the Seattle game, San Francisco. I like Brock Purdy passing props, and I like longest yard, like longest completion passing props for Baker, and I like it for Brock Purdy. So I kind of went that route with props in these games. But to be fair, I'm taking Carolina and I'm taking San Francisco. I get that it's public, but I'm taking them because I can get them plus points. And the goal is to put 1 unit on each, and the goal is in-game be able to also get Tampa Bay plus points and Seattle plus points at 1 point or another. And I really think both of these games are decided by less than 3 points. So, or field goal or less. If I get screwed on a hook, I get screwed on a hook. But at that point, I'm trying to middle some shit. So
Yeah.
if I'm really trying to middle, if I get both teams +3, I got about a 4-point window to win both bets. But
Sure.
I don't hate it.
They're very tough games. The one, though, if we want to get on to props, I will give out this one. Take Baker Mayfield over 16.5 rushing yards. We know Baker's a gamer.
Yeah.
We know he's going to have to be moving with his feet in this game.
Don't
Baker's
hate
going to be
that.
running around, looking for first down, stretching yards. This is where Baker comes to play. So I'd look at him 16.5 over on his rushing yards. Definitely a play. But again, man, when it comes to these games, I think the public eats with Tampa Bay early, and then I think that they get rinsed in the night game, and I believe Seattle comes through. That's where I'm at with this. And I take them both. I take them both on the money.
I don't hate any of that. Maybe we're just I worry, though, that I'm just being a football junkie, and I just want as much football as possible. I really think both these games have potential to go into overtime.
Sure.
I mean,
sure, they do.
Yeah, right. Is UNC a trap versus SMU today?
Anyone catch that SMU game last night? Dude, I'll tell you what, that Jennings, that kid is absolutely freaking sensational. Football quarterback.
Yeah, football game. Oh,
I'm pulling up college hoops right now.
Hold on. Sorry.
What time's that game go off, bro?
Hold on. I'm looking right now.
It's North Carolina and SMU. I got it right here. Total 156, North Carolina laying 1.5. Both 11-2. SMU 2-game winning streak. North Carolina 7-game winning streak. UNC laying 1.5. UNC's most recent matchup, they beat a very strong Florida State team in a 66. They torched them. Then you got SMU played Cal Fullerton. This game's got traps written all over it, man. I'd look at that total at 156. I'd probably bang the under. I think this is going to be a defensive war. These two, we got two teams going head to head that are very, very potent offenses. Public knows that. SMU also, that tails over from college football into college basketball. People always take that variety taste over team. Always a good offense. I see the same thing in this one. That's where I would reverse flip this. I'd look at the under 156.5. If you put a gun to my head, told me I had to take a side, I'm on SMU in this one just strictly due to the trap play. Everybody knows North Carolina. They got the 12 rank in front of them. They're 13-1. SMU's right under the radar, 11-2, playing very good basketball. Very hard for the market to get a read on both of these teams going into a game like this. And that line gives you a lot of incentive. Give me SMU in this one plus the 1.5.
Yeah, I think I think everybody and their brother is going to be on North Carolina.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Everybody and their brother. So that's kind of where I'm at. I don't, but I also don't want to be everybody and their brother, but I don't have enough cojones to sit there and throw money on SMU because I'm all about hockey today. I'm all about hockey today, and I've been seeing the board fairly well. So I'm not, I don't have time to handicap college basketball because I'm knee-deep in the weeds with the NHL. And
Lenny's hot, baby.
It's making money, Indiana's going to win the Natty, says Scott, also who hates Ohio State, by the way.
Scott.
I had Miami in the under. Nice. Shout out to Gary, new member. Ryan Day can't call plays. Facts. I believe he's overrated, coach. I think he's had much talent. So much talent. To be honest with you, it's a little if I was an Ohio State fan, I'd be disappointed that they've only won the national title once in the last 5 years. Some people could argue that they've had the best defense the last 5 years in a row in college football. And
best talent across both.
And you only won one national title, and the only time you beat Michigan was when they had half a team and no coach. I mean, come on. I've been saying this for years. If he's lucky he won the national title. I don't think they put up with. He's on the hot seat next year. Ryan Day, they don't like him there. I think it's because he wears eyeliner. I think that's why he puts on eyeliner. This is Florida kid. This is true. This is true. Indiana kid. He's born and raised in Florida. It's being played in Miami. The script is written. It's Mendoza from Indiana, playing in Florida for the national title, bringing Indiana this bringing it all home to Indiana. Oh my God!
Talk
Script
about
is
it, dude. A
Blue
hero.
Jacket money line.
I looked at that game earlier.
I don't want none of. I don't want none of that because every time I bet Buffalo, they lose, and they're playing good, and that's because I haven't bet them. So I'm gonna be nice and not bet Buffalo. I'm just saying.
I mean, how do you fade a team that's won 10 games in a row and another team that's 4-6 in their last 10, 8, 7, and 3, and then you have a fair value line? This is a game that you fade. You don't play this game because the market is setting this up as a trap for Columbus to win this game, and you don't ever bet against a team that's won 10 in a row. I would completely fade this game. And last I looked, Buffalo was brutal on the road. Now they're playing 500, so they must have had a stretch on the road. Yeah, they have. They just beat Dallas 4-1. At St. Louis, beat them on the road, beat Ottawa on the road, beat New Jersey on the road. Yeah, this team's flying right now. This is a game you don't want to jump in front of.
I just walked away from it. I just walked away from it. There's better things on the board. Panthers money line. You talk about yesterday? The Florida Panthers don't play today. Am I looking at something? Am I missing something?
I didn't see the Panthers on the board today either. They're not on today.
Are you talking about somewhere else? If you're talking about the Predators will fight. Seahawks money line. Listen. If you tell me that Seattle wins this game, I'm not surprised. If you tell me that San Francisco wins this game, I'm not surprised. Here's the thing: if the 49ers win, they never ever have to go on the road.
Yep.
The Super Bowl too. There, they never ever have to travel. They should go all out to win this game. They should go all out to win this game to be able to get the bye, rest up, get healthy. 1 week of a bye. It's not the end of the world, okay? Not like college football where we have a month.
Right.
Yeah, right. You got 1 week off, you get healthy, everything comes through you. That is a hurdle that you can't put a price tag on that kind of pressure being lifted off of that team, having to travel, playing with another crowd, having to worry about weather. They're used to weather, and you should not want to go to San Francisco. If you are an NFC team, you should not want to go to San Francisco.
The edge is absolutely against every single NFC team tremendously. I mean, if these games go off at noon, 3-hour time change. These guys are playing 9 a.m. games in their heartbeats. Terrible.
Can I tell you what the Super Bowl is going to be? If San Francisco wins this game, if they win today, I'll tell you the script right now. It's our boy. What's his name from Denver? Yeah, but no, the coach. What's his name? John Payton. Sean Payton, Mike Shanahan, Super Bowl. Denver Broncos, San Francisco 49ers.
I heard the script was Buffalo and the Niners.
Yeah, well.
They got no defense.
Hey, by the way, that's written by a Buffalo or newscaster probably. Everybody in Buffalo thinks it's Buffalo and somebody. Every year. I'm here. I just don't know what to tell you. Maybe it's your coach. Buffalo they're going to shoot themselves in the foot. Why would you got Buffalo to do anything in the playoffs? When did they show you that they were a playoff caliber team in the history of their organization?
And this is probably the worst that they've been in Josh Allen's era.
And I'll tell you what, they've had the least amount of talent. If they go to the Super Bowl and lose, you need to check on your Buffalo friends. I'm telling you, they'll be on. Yeah, it'll be bad. What's good, my lovely friends? What's good, Abe? We ain't seen you.
How we doing?
How you doing? So what's the play? Listen, live bet it. That's the play. Honest to God, that's the play. It's the live bet it. I can't bet against Baker. I can't.
That's where I'm at.
But I won't. I have it. I have everything I have in this game is on a teaser. So any bet that I have in here is either player prop related or a teaser. So I'm not betting the Panthers and San Francisco straight up.
Lenny, do you have a money line? What is the money line on Tampa Bay to win that game outright? How chalked is it? If it went to 2.5, it's got to be 140. If it's 140, it's money line Tampa Bay all day.
150, 155, 154 most play. Like, hey,
it's almost not even worth the bet.
I'm not sponsored by anybody. Nobody wants to pay Lenny nothing. But you can go to MGM and get minus 150. Don't go to Caesars.
I mean, if you want to have fun, God, that's such a
I
hard
don't hate
game
minus
to bet.
150. I'm a money line better. Minus
I lean
150
Tampa.
out the top of it, like for real. I have bet minus 160, but I
too.
swear to God, I feel like I lose more than I win on those bets. The juice just kill you. So I mean, minus
I did it last
150.
night.
Yeah, so I'm good with that. If you think, I don't know how Tampa loses at home, but just loses outright. So
I don't see it. Other than Todd Bowles is a freaking idiot.
Hey, you want a pizza money degenerate? Mess around and find out. Figure out how to on DraftKings how to parlay. There's got to be a bet that says on DraftKings or FanDuel, probably because they get more degenerate than anybody, that both these games go in overtime. Find them and bet them. One of them goes to overtime. One of them goes.
You know how ridiculous those odds, dude. You'll be a millionaire by the end of the day.
Hey, just throw $20 on it. Don't get goofy. Don't
Literally.
Yeah.
No, but for me, if I'm going to give you guys out 2 takes in this game, it's going to be on a side play plus against the spread. Take Tampa Bay against the spread. Take the Seattle Seahawks against the spread. Those would be my 2 plays for tonight in the NFL, just to give you guys something that if you are betting and you're looking for something to stack your confluence, well, that's where my head's at in these games.
I actually I like the over in the Seattle-San Francisco game more than I like the over in the Carolina-Tampa game. That sounds flip-flop, but I think everybody thinks Seattle-San Francisco, oh, great defense. Both teams' offenses can score. Carolina and Tampa, you think offense, you don't think defense. It's just, I can
reverse
see both
psychology. I'm with you.
Shout out, Jason, new member. Appreciate you. Happy New Year. Appreciate you, man. Happy New Year. Nice 6-unit college football, Griff. Yesterday, you have a nice.
Thanks for jumping on, Abe. It was the Miami game.
Oh, okay. There you go. Nova, Butler. Hell yeah, me to the window. Nova or Butler today?
Oh, this freaking conference, man. It has been ridiculous. By the way, don't ever bet on Marquette again. They're frauds. I'm done with those assholes, dude. They destroyed me. Dude, I had a 7-unit play on these bastards 2 days ago, and they're up 10 points in the second half. They did not score 1 bucket in 7 minutes. They went on a 16-0 loss run against Seton Hall. I look at the game. I'm up 10 points. I lose outright. I've never seen it in my life. I've never seen it. A team goes on a 16-0 run and loses straight up. I'm done.
You should tell us how you really feel.
We're done. We're done. You got it.
Like, let it all out. This is therapy for me and Griffin on Saturdays. Saturdays for the boys. Okay, we're able to vent. What
a shit show of a week it's been. God damn.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm over here going, I'm just trying to hold on.
No, Nick's actually in the chat. He's been dominant with these Butler, freaking Villanova, Big East Conference schools. Nick, give him a free play in this one. I'll tell you guys.
I miss the old Big East as well. I do. I do as well.
Absolutely.
This Villanova.
What time's that game tip off, Lenny?
Noon.
Okay, hold up. I'm pulling it up
Eastern,
right now.
So 11 o'clock your time. 11 Central. Tips off in 8 minutes.
Got my right here.
Yep. I'll be honest with you. Okay. I hate to say it. I don't want to spin you out of control even more, but I kind of like Villanova. I'm looking at numbers. Be fair. I don't have a single college basketball bet. I don't have one today at all. But I'd probably, just at first glance, I'd like Villanova.
Yeah, and it almost seems like a sucker bet too with Nova. 9-1 in their last 10. They're on a 4-game winning streak, and they were laying 12.5 in their most recent to DePaul. They didn't cover the spread, but they beat them 71-66. Then you have a Butler team that's currently 10-4 on the season, 7-3 in their last 10 games, and they just lost to Creighton 85-89. They were catching 5.5 points in that game, so they did cover the spread. So bittersweet on both sides. Nova wins their game outright. They fail to cover the spread. Then you have Butler. They lose their game outright, but they cover the spread. But here's where I like the strength of schedule. Butler is now going from Creighton to Nova. So they're pretty much staying stagnant with their strength of schedule. While you have on the other flip of the coin, Nova, they're coming now. They went from a DePaul team. Now they're rising up in strength of schedule. But again, that 4-game winning streak does bring momentum in the situation. I think this game's got trap written all over it, and I don't believe that people like that loss on Butler's behalf in their most recent matchup. I'd lay the 4.5 with Butler, or the 1.5 with Butler in this game. I hate going against you, Lenny. I hate going against you.
I know. I listen, I didn't bet it, so I'm just letting you know. Where's Nick? Need one of his cool prop tips? He's right. I was in Vegas early December with Lenny's Christmas gifts. Guess who did show? Listen, you got to tell me when you guys don't understand how Lenny works. Everything goes through. I got a shirt for Christmas. Is it right here? It's right here. It is. It's right here. Hold on, because I wore it yesterday. Hold on. You tell me who bought me this shirt is for sure.
What the hell is he doing? Let me ask. I know who bought you that shirt.
But okay, everything runs through the wifager, as she calls herself. She's my wife and manager. So you got to tell me where and when, and I'll be there. That's how I roll. And I need probably at least a couple of days notice because I'm old and it takes me a minute to get moving. Gotcha. Carolina Panthers money line. Thanks, Nick. Degen bet Sabres.
Yeah.
You know, Jack. So here's what I've been telling everybody. Here's a secret. I don't say a secret because it's not a secret. I tell everybody all the time. Anybody that'll listen to me. If the total is 5.5 and they look like they're the same team, bet the draw. Mm-hmm. Bet the draw. The bookmakers has told you there's not going to be a lot of goals. They're the same team when they have the same similar record or home and away split, stuff like that. Sure. Just bet the draw. Just bet the draw. Buffalo and the Blue Jackets, though, I think that game, here's the problem. The Buffalo could score 7 tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't like that game. I know somebody else mentioned that in the chat. I just don't like that game. Has bad news written all over.
They've won 10 in a row.
Yeah, I do like Montreal though because the Blues suck ass, but I won't bet against the Capitals. I have I don't know. They're one of those teams that they get me, and I want to be on Chicago. To be honest with you, the best bet in that game is Chicago. I hate doing this, but Chicago plus a goal and a half because I don't think Washington beats the shit out of them. But then I think. Then what that means when the number is like that, what that means is you're betting the empty net goal. So you're already, before 60 minutes of hockey, you're betting that there's not going to be an empty net goal because the bookmakers are telling you that Washington's going to win this game pretty easily. They'll probably be up by 1 at some point. So the game will come down to that empty netter. And if that empty net goes in, great. You cashed -1.5 at even money. Either way, whether you're on Washington -1.5 or you're on Chicago +1.5, that's the game. And a total that you can get at 5.5, 6, depending on where you're at.
Mm-hmm. To be honest, I'm seeing 5.5. Yeah,
I'd probably just bet the under because it's probably just all kind of Washington there. Chicago kind of fell off the map.
Very much so. Even in that everything, they are not playing like they were. They were sneaky good early on in the year, and they were winning games as massive underdogs. And now this team just not playing well. 2-7-1 in their last 10 games. Although they are coming off a win, I will say that they just beat the Stars at home. But that is something that Chicago does do well. They play good at home. They may not win all of those games, but they play aggressive on the road here. I wouldn't take Washington puck line either. So yeah, that goes right into your +1.5. You just want this game to be tied up going into the third period. That's realistically your comfort spot. And if somehow the Blackhawks do have an edge and a lead, well, then you're sitting pretty well. I like the +1.5 in this one. I don't have a line on it, and I don't have action in this game.
If you want the Blackhawks, you can get that at +1.5, about -110. It's -110 most places, maybe 105 to 115. But if you want the goal and a half, it's -110. If you're laying the goal and a half, it's -110. So that tells you that that's about where that's going to be. You're playing the puck line, is what it boils down to. Alabama and Kentucky. I had this game circled. That tips off here in a few minutes too. I want to bet Kentucky plus all these points, but I don't trust this matchup here. Alabama, Kentucky tips off in a couple minutes here. You got anything on this basketball game?
Yeah, I'm pulling. No action on it. I'm pulling it up right now. Bama and Kentucky. That's always a freaking war zone type of game. And in Bama, laying 5.5.
I named Kentucky, but Kentucky ain't played nobody.
No, they haven't. And the reality is people just keep buying into the brand of Kentucky basketball. And that's the biggest thing. Whilst Alabama has actually in the past 2-3 years really established themselves as a very dominant team. They're very well coached. They crash the boards just about as good as anybody, and their pace of play, tempo is absolutely outstanding. And they have great recruits. Everybody that they draft, everybody wants to play at Bama. Game like this at home, 10-3 versus 9-4. People are buying the brand with Kentucky. I like the over at 175.5. And if I'm laying points, or if I'm taking a side, I'm laying the points with Bama at 5.5 in this game. I could see them throttling them by double digits and really making a statement, letting everybody know we are Bama and we are for real. And Kentucky is no longer the Wildcats team that you guys are used to. I take Bama here, but I like that total as well. I think it's going to be a shootout.
Yeah, I could get behind that. I could get behind that. I really could. Here's Nick Mencken in the chat. Carolina Panthers. Rico. I can never say that guy's name. Dow. Anytime touchdown. He needs 1 touchdown for $250K. Also needs rushing yards for over $500K. This is a sharp angle, folks. Something we didn't talk about earlier. And I bet you we could have went down a rabbit hole, but week 18 of the NFL, there's plenty of information out there. Just for Christ's sake, just Google it, okay? And there's enough information to know which players, like Rico here, that needs 1 touchdown for $250K. You might think that is maybe no money to him. Bullshit.
Absolutely.
You know what the $250K is? That just covers this year's bills for this lawyer or whatever. You know, those kids are paying
this lawyer.
Yeah, you know, I mean, he's paying for his property tax in wherever. This shit matters, and not to mention they want it because it's a resume builder. You gave me this incentive, you should pay me more next contract because I hit all those incentives. So you know what I mean. Of course, he wants the 250.
I'm always worried about those. I'm worried about those situations always, Lenny, because those go right into toe-to-toe with how I love to fade media speculation throughout the entire week, how they rip apart somebody left and right, and then all of a sudden the guy comes out and throws for 5 touchdowns and is absolutely dominant. When you have these incentives like this, that's where the market is also speculating, publicizing, and letting you know, this guy does this today. He's going to make X amount of dollars. So everybody and their grandmothers jump on those bets. They're valid. The seam's there, the gap's there, and Dalton needs a good game today out of Carolina for them to establish the run game. A rabbit hole has been opened, but I like it. I like it. I do want to talk to Daniel Phantom in a second after we get off after we finish up this topic. I'm going to cool his jets a second.
Yeah, you could definitely fall down some rabbit holes and some props this year, or this week, I should say, for the end of the year, because there are some spots that people aren't, there's that Cowboys Giants game has no value, nothing, impacts nothing, impacts nobody else in their division, doesn't impact them, nothing. But I guarantee you there's 2 or 3 dudes that are playing for something there. And, you just got to find it in the woodpile. You know what I mean? There's a diamond in the rough somewhere.
NFL there is. So, Daniel, are you still in here?
Yeah, he's right here. I ain't losing today. I'll tell you if I'm hanging it up. Last year, too many hours and listening and watching 2 games. Yeah, I hear you, bro.
So
I'm going one last roll call. Okay. He's got SMU college basketball. We talked about Tampa and Seattle, and Akron. I do like that Akron play. I have that circled. I follow Maction. I follow Mac football.
Yeah, I know that's your league.
I love the Mac. Akron and Miami. Why is Akron favored? They're 10-3, 1-0 in the Mac. Miami's 14-0 and 2-0 in the Mac, and playing at home. Miami, Ohio, by the way. Miami, Ohio, playing at home and getting points. They're just asking you, everybody and their brothers on Miami, Ohio. No, thank you. I'm on Akron. I'm on Akron all day. I have it circled. I did not bet it. I told you guys. I do not have one single college basketball bet, but I do have that circled as a potential, but I just didn't get around to it. I'll probably bet that.
I saw Daniel say, he said, I'm down $4,000 last year. This year, I'm down 1 year. Daniel, you got to understand something. You got to cool your jets and calm down. I understand what it's all about losing. I'm down $4,000 this week alone. And this is how this industry works. You are investing your money. You need to, whatever you're doing, you need to readjust your risk management, whatever it may be. I honestly, dude, if you DM me on Twitter at GMurphyWins, I could help you out as far as your bankroll and how you're managing all of your stuff. I'd be more than willing to do something like that. Absolutely. But the biggest thing, dude, I've had years where I've lost over hundreds of $1,000s. And then the following year, I've come back. You could actually Google it. Google me. I love saying that. Kurt Signetti says it. Google me. I win. Well, you could find on Google, I've made $450,000 in 1 year betting on sports. You could absolutely come back from what you're doing. It's just rewiring. You're clearly something's going wrong. Whether it doesn't matter how many games you're losing. The problem is clearly your risk management. Unless you're hitting 20% of your bets, well, then that's a problem, which I would assume you're not hitting 20% of your bets. There is absolutely a way to come back from this. Being down $4,000, $5,000 in a year, that is absolutely nothing, brother. I don't know what your bankroll is, what your betting size is, but there is always a time. And Tony George says it best. You have a bad day, guess what? You wake up tomorrow, you're 0-0. Take all the fuzz, all the bullshit, get rid of it. Get your head back on the game today. You already just said you have SMU, college hoops in Tampa, Seattle, the Seahawks, Akron. You're pulling out 4 or 5 games. Reality is you really only need one winner today. You pick your favorite game on the board, and whatever you were planning on risking the entire day, just risk it on your best bet. Play small. Start finding a way to get yourself back in the win column and get that confidence back, because I can just tell by your messages you're in a panic mode. Relax, calm down. I've been there a million times, and
and you know what? And maybe you need a week off or a day off or 2 days off. Hey, that's okay too. That's okay. What's your Twitter again? G Murphy.
At G Murphy wins.
I'll put it up here because Griffin Murphy is all fired up. That's just a banner that's made. I don't know why. At G Murphy.
Already got it pre-templated for me. But yeah, no. Daniel. DM me and I will definitely absolutely I've been there, bro. I get it. I've been there. I was there this week, all week. You calm down, take a step back. We'll talk.
Is that
what's
it?
That?
This?
Yeah, that's it. DM me, Daniel. I'll get back to you today.
Yeah, I'll leave it up for a minute. And you know what? I mean, sometimes you got to take a step back. Sometimes you got to reset. Rewire, like you said, you gotta kind of just let it be for a minute and go back at it. And maybe if that, like me, I lower units, I lower the amount I'm betting, I lower the amount of games I'm betting. Everything gets set. Whoop, hold on.
Reset
I gotta
button.
find 1 win before I can have 2 wins, and before I can have 3 wins. And then maybe if I go 2-0 on a day, maybe I'll have 3 bets tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But like, I'm seeing the board fairly well in the NHL. I mean, that being said, I just jinxed everything I bet today. But
you'll keep pounding. You'll keep.
But you know what I mean? Like when you are seeing the board correct. Somebody told me that a long time ago. I forget what handicapper. I don't know. I was doing something with somebody. Honest to God, I work with a lot of people, right? And somebody told me, I'm like, man, I'm just like, man, a good 2 weeks in a row. Like I was like keeping along because I play along with the circuit, even though I don't enter the circuit. So I give myself 5 picks, write them down on this little pad of paper, and then I handicap my handicapping, which is what you should be doing as well. Handicapping. If you're not running good, fade your shit. Okay.
Yep.
Crab told me that one day. I'll never forget that. When I first started doing videos with him, I go, man, I don't give out this pick, man. What if it loses? He goes, I go, I've lost like 3 days in a row. He goes, well, then what do you think? Who's going to win? And I told him, and he's like, all right, pick the other way.
Yep.
It's that easy. And I'm like,
sometimes it's flipping a coin, man. Sometimes it's
gotta,
waking up, flipping a coin, and that's how bad it could get. But then when you're winning and the money starts coming, you have to know how to handle it when it's coming in. And that means, okay, we just cracked for 5 times. Yes. I know all about him, bro. I'll live to 40 years old and die of a heart attack. Mark my words.
Dude, I swear to Christ, I'm 52. I'll be 52.
Letty's still trucking, baby.
I don't understand. I don't understand. These Lions, for Christ's sake. Just the Lions. The Detroit Lions by themselves have tried to kill me multiple times. I swear to God. Like, we're going to talk about Lions, Bears, and then we'll leave. If the Lions get absolutely shit kicked tomorrow, like, I'm going to take them to court because they owe me money. I'm filing a lawsuit. I want changes, and I want it a lot. I'm just saying.
I'll tell you this right now. I'm not going to be betting that game. My algorithm printed up, and it loved Detroit. That was max bet for me. And I'm like, I ain't freaking max betting the Lions against my Bears. Give me a freaking break, bro.
Hey,
but I will say.
Watch that game with Vernon Croy.
Dude, it'll be a freaking riot, man. He'll be freaking 9 deep, ready to go. It'll be a blast. But yeah,
there'll be a lot
game, dude. I think both teams bring it all out in the first half, and I think in the second half, that's when we're going to know the deception of, are the Bears going to take their foot off the gas, or are the Lions just going to roll over them like they did early on in the season? And the Bears, I believe all of it comes down to the Bears naming their number. If the Bears in the first half are in the game, they're going to play throughout the entire game. If they're not in it in the first half of the game, I believe they take everybody out and let them roll them again. And that's just how I see this game. I would not mess with it. I'd take the Lions.
I'll be honest with you. There's nothing to really play for them, right? I mean, not a whole lot of seeding. They can't get the number 1 seed. They're kind of locked in where they're locked in. But it's the Bears and the Lions. And nobody gives a shit about the record. If the Lions win this game, Lions fans like me and my dumbass will be like, well, at least we beat the Bears twice.
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate that because that's what I'll say. That's what I've always. Well, at least we beat the shit out of the Bears.
Yeah, but that shit. If say the Bears win the Super Bowl, you know how annoying that shit is going to be to listen from you of all people. Every time we get on a show, Bears win. Yeah, but we beat you twice. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
If you win the Super Bowl, that kind of trumps everything. I'm just saying. But when you go one and done. When you go one and done, I'm just gonna bring that up. I'm just saying.
I hope we play Green Bay round 1 and barrel them.
Oh God, I'll be rooting for you. I'll be rooting for you if you play. I mean, because I
hate the Packers.
$20-$25 bets, 100 when I got a 6 cents. That's the truth, right? and this matters because your $20 might not be the same value to me or to him or to somebody else. The value of a $20 bill is what matters here. Like a $100 bill might be the same approach for a $20 bill that some people have. So, you got to find your level of comfort and then gradually increase and decrease that along with your 6 cents.
Lenny, we should do a show on bankroll. We really should.
We had a whole ass meeting, folks, about this at the end of the year. We're going to do a lot of content that is more like they call it evergreen stuff, but that like we're going to do a video about bankroll management. We're going to do a video about, what a run line is or like -1 lines I want to do for MLB, baseball, stuff like that. Nerfies. I told people to bet a Nerfie. They said, what's a Nerfie? And I'm like, holy shit. Come to my world. Yeah.
Race the down in basketball, baby.
Right. It's where I break out the Kendrick Lamar. Sit down. Be humble. Let me sit down. Be humble. Let me explain some shit to you.
Daniel, we'll for sure talk. Bro.
Appreciate you. I'll be first in there. I appreciate you, man. Hey, and just keep coming back. You'll learn from this channel for sure. I mean, I don't sound like the guy spinning the sandwich wheel out front of the sandwich shop,
right.
But we do try to educate at the end of the day and give you guys as much information as possible. There are a ton of free pick content on our YouTube channel and our social media stuff as well. Find a handicapper you like. Tony George says this all the time about Baskin Robbins. We have 12, I think 12 handicappers over at the website, 12, 13 handicappers. Find one that fits your style, whether it's this guy that'll have the buffet open or not open, or it's Tony George, maybe more of a conservative, lower
Tread
risk,
lightly.
long game kind of approach. I think that's pretty accurate, where some guys are more higher paced, up, down, or somebody like Vernon Croy, who's just a crazy Canadian who's on a heater right now. And I can't wait to drink some Crown Royal with my boy.
Oh, dude, yeah, I'm jealous.
Vernon
is
so
fun to
made.
drink with, bro.
I'm
You
getting
are gonna have
t-shirts
a
made
day.
because you probably know this from living in Vegas. There's a lawyer out here in Las Vegas, one of those injury lawyers. Call your boy, Roy. Call your boy.
Is
Roy,
it the big billboard? You talking about the big billboard?
These TV commercials out here. Every one of them's an injury lawyer. But I'm gonna make t-shirts. Doc Sports. Vernon Croy, your boy Vernon Croy.
I love it, dude. You guys are gonna have a riot.
All right, you guys be good. We'll see you guys Monday for Doc's Daily, Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern. Saturday, we're here 11 a.m. Eastern. Are you going to be here next Saturday?
No, I will not. I will be out of the country all next week.
I hear you. I talked to Nolan. He's talking about stepping in on your Saturdays when you're out. So could be Nolan Patrick next Saturday. Either way, somebody will be here. I'll be here for sure. 11 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, 1 o'clock Eastern. We'll see you guys on the next one. Make sure, good luck unless you're against us. Take it easy this Saturday. It's for the boys. Take care.